Oregon Governor Tina Kotek says the state is facing a big budget shortfall for the next 2 years, and she's telling all state agencies to cut back on spending. Fox 's Joe Vithathil is in studio this morning. And Joe, how big is this budget cap?
Kim, it's more than $370 million. Now, you may remember the state legislature just passed a budget bill in June, and already Governor Kotek says the state is projected to be about 1% short of the money that they budgeted for the next 2 years. In a letter to state agencies, she places the blame on the Trump administration and its economic policies for this expected drop in tax revenue. The governor also says the state must prepare for the effects of the so-called Big Beautiful Bill, which will remove about $15 billion in federal funding from the state over the next decade. So in her letter, Kotek outlined several steps that she wants state agencies to take right away. The governor says all agencies need to slow all spending from the state general fund and lottery fund. That means holding positions vacant for longer periods of time, reducing spending on services and supplies, and slowing down the implementation of new programs. She says the state must also reduce out-of-state travel costs and that all non-essential out-of-state travel for training and conferences is suspended. Finally, Oregon's chief financial officer will determine possible areas for reduction in all agencies. In her letter to agency heads, the governor writes, quote, "I'm asking you to leave no stone unturned to save taxpayer dollars. This challenge is not unique to Oregon, but how we respond will be. Our resilience, teamwork, and determination have carried us through hard times before. They will again." The governor says these cutbacks alone will not solve Oregon's budget issues, and she says agencies should prepare for additional reductions in the 2026 legislative session. Kim, back to you.
All right, thank you.